You enter the dungeon. The inside is as beautiful as the outside, a maze of twisty little passages, all tastefully arranged. Let's go west. You walk west for a while, noting the splendid quality of the wallpaper. It looks like genuine stone. After some time, the corridor opens up into a huge chamber. It is so big that it contains an entire undersea volcano, which is being mined by dwarves of all sizes. So you steal a pickaxe, talk to a dwarf, jump into the volcano. I'm gonna talk to a dwarf. You ask the dwarf why they mine the volcano. He says, because it gives us something to do. We could leave the volcano and seek new places, but what would we do there? We might find a library and spend our time sorting books, or work in a factory arranging matches. But whatever happens, we will be somewhere, doing something, so why change? Peace comes from acceptance. Let's see, argue activities are different. Argue places are different. Go with activities, I guess. The difference is not inherent, but comes from your own sense of attachment. You project the difference from within yourself. If you let go of this sense of attachment, then there is no difference. Argue he should give you his pickaxe. Alright. I want your pickaxe. But that's my pickaxe, the dwarf says. I'll bring it back. Let's see, difference come from your own sense of attachment. Differences from yourself. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna use your own argument. Argued he is attached to it. You're attached to your pickaxe. The dwarf concedes your point and gives you the pickaxe, ready to embrace a more profound detachment. You are very wise, he says. He is right. I'm not done with the scenic dungeon yet. A large sign has been put up near the entrance, closed for repairs. Aw. I had 2 other whole directions to go. Did I get what I needed from there? Already? I only went one direction. Well, I got a pickaxe of philosophy, +3. Okay. I still need a shield. Inns usually have shields and crap, so let's go to the inn. Emmy's Underwater Inn. Emmy's Inn is a popular travel destination for mer people seeking to enjoy the restorative properties of the nearby thermal vents. It's a lovely building, 3 stories, classic Hypothalamian Norfolk style. Emmy herself is a kindly old woman, slightly round, and an excellent cook. I'm gonna order a meal. I'm hungry after all this stuff. You sit down in a large comfy chair by a solid wooden table. You order the special of the day. The waiter leaves and returns after a few minutes with a delicious porcelain plate full of delicious smelling soup. As he sets it down, however, you notice a small problem. Excuse me, waiter, there's a shield in my soup. Really? There's a shield in my soup? The waiter seems shocked. Oh dear, he says. Oh dearie dear. How terrible, how embarrassing. Allow me to apologize most profusely. He hesitates. Would you like to keep the shield, or should I throw it away? I'll keep it. Why not? Very good, sir, or madam, he says, handing you the shield. We bring you another soup. It's excellent and you feel profoundly sated. Now I'm gonna get it right, because I'm tired. I just had shield soup. You get a room on the 3rd floor. The room is slightly haunted, but otherwise fine. Do you want to have a strange dream? Sure, I have strange dreams all the time. Oh god. What? The heck? I don't know if I like this strange dream anymore. You dream of an eternal cycle of suffering, which is surprisingly funny. A singing clownfish who can see the future. There you go. And the future is the past. The past is the future. The present is suffering, surrounded by past and future. The clownfish is trapped in a fishbowl, where the stars never change. There is a cat for some reason, and an infinite void that turns inside out. And you are the clownfish. You wake up with a strange feeling of half remembering something. The memory will soon fade. Wait, there's a mysterious temple now? Yeah, there's a mysterious temple. Go back to the inn for a second. I don't know if I need to get another room. I think I did that already. I don't think it's gonna give me anything different. Let's go to Mysterious Temple. It just appeared out of nowhere on my map. I wonder if it's because I had that dream or because I went to the inn. Mysterious Temple. You're not quite sure how you found this place, but you can sense its power. Even though the temple consists of no more than a few columns surrounding a fishbowl, an ancient magic infuses this place. Oh, probably was because of my dream. All that fishbowl nonsense. A man dressed in rough robes approaches you. You have come, he says. You have come to hear the word of Talos. I can either kill him or run away. I don't want to do any of those. I like Talos. I'm gonna run away. I don't want to kill him. Oh, Temple went away. Randomly killing people is not my thing. Damn it. I wonder if I should have killed him. Oh well. I wonder if I can go back. Let's do it again. The room. Want a strange drink? Yes. I was gonna cycle through all this. It takes so long to scroll. Okay, now let's see if I can get back to the temple. I can. Mysterious temple. I'm gonna kill him. See what happens. Inexplicably enraged by the old man's words, you attack him. You grab a book of ancient Greek mythology, which you find next to a column, and beat him to death with it, screaming incoherently all the while. You feel better. In fact, you feel a lot better. You also feel very sleepy. Sleep in the old man's bed. I want to murder you and then sleep in your bed. On the next morning, you open your eyes with a new sense of purpose. You're no longer afraid of failure. Remember the words of the greatest of all sages, the holy Quantum. Failure is just an opportunity to learn something new. Your power has grown. Oh. I gained power by murdering that guy for kind of no reason. See what my status is. Let's see. At present, you carry the following objects. Pickaxe. Smelly hermit amulet. Shield of soup. That is a soup shield. Shield of soup +2. That thing. The guide. And I got a brass lantern. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the inn and have a non-strange dream and see if that does anything. See what happens. You choose not to dream, which is more logical. You wake up relaxed and happy. Okay. I think I've prepared as much as I can. So let's go to the evil lair. The evil lair of Zmei. Are you sure you want to take on the evil serpent? Are you prepared? Attack! You confront the serpent god Zmei, whatever, in his lair. The fight is long and hard, but at last you succeed where so many before you have failed. You emerge from the lair covered in blood, your hands trembling, a huge tooth embedded in your shoulder, and carrying the head of Zmei. You are victorious! Yay! To the palace! You enter the palace triumphantly holding up your trophy. The guards are clapping. I can't believe you actually did it! Hatchmehit said. You are the true knight. You deserve a great reward. I can accept the reward or kill the king and claim the realm. I'll accept the reward. In my next... When I decide to play this again, I'll probably be a jerk and do all the evil things. The greatest reward is inspiration. Hear my song and free your imagination. Hedgemith began to sing. The song is simple but hauntingly beautiful. Begin to fade. You find yourself on the beach where it all began. Near your home is Gardareki on the Frisian coast, playing the piano with your eyes closed. You feel like you just drifted off to sleep for a while, but now inspiration has struck, and you're composing a hauntingly beautiful piece of music in your head. Some of your friends worry that they'll never leave the village, that they'll never have any adventures, but you don't share that fear. You know that freedom is within you, and you can find whole worlds just sitting here gazing out at infinity. The end. Aw, that was cool. Congratulations! For exploring another world, your profile status has increased from 4, respected citizen, to 5, active contributor. You have received 1 thread creation token. This will be available to you the next time you log in. Huh, I can create a thread now. Okay, Mr. Mulkyber's theories on poetry. Mr. Mulkyber, some thoughts on the art form called poetry. Lilith, I've thought about this too, but maybe it's wrong to focus on such negativity. We certainly seem to be in a very fertile period at the moment. Knave, I don't have an opinion, but I'm impressed by your work, Mr. Mulkyber. You know so much more about the past than any of us. Dog, your theories are interesting, but I'm sure Milton would point out some pretty big gaps in your assumptions. Mr. Mulkyber, Milton isn't here, dog, and neither is Elohim. All we have is what we can find in the fragments of the archive and what we can piece together using our minds. I'm sure I've made many mistakes, just like humans made mistakes when trying to understand their own past. Rockwell, not all these schools may have been what they seem. I don't trust pastoralism. Pastors engage in large-scale food sterilization in what may have been an attempt to control evolution. Knave, what's food? Borg, Gehenna is our process, Mr. Mulkyber. As long as we remember that, we won't stagnate. 401. Maybe one of us should try to write poetry. Read on poetry. Mr. Mulkyber's theories on poetry. As far as I can tell, poetry was a human art form that involved writing a short sentence writing short sentences that ended in words with similar letters. Humans are obsessed with pattern recognition, and I think the sequence of sounds created by poetry pleased that aspect of their brains. There were many schools of poetry, institutions that taught a specific way of writing poetry. Students sometimes changed allegiance and had to leave the school, which was difficult due to the lack of affordable public transportation in many human empires. Important schools of poetry included Hellenism, Lyricism, Pastoralism, Romanticism, Symbolism, Communism, Modernism, autoeroticism, postmodernism, and locatism. Locatism? I don't know. I'm not sure I can fully back this up, but I feel like in the later years, poetry somehow stagnated. Most of the poetry from the later human century seemed to be lacking the quality of craft that defines the earlier work, and there are even texts that suggest that poetry intentionally no longer aimed at aesthetics or even pleasure. Poetry became disconnected from the human process. The poet, Adrian Mitchell, famously wrote, "Most people ignore most poetry because most poetry ignore most people." I can't help but wonder whether that kind of stagnation can happen to us too. How long can our work keep flourishing when we are so limited? We are outside Elohim's process, but where is our process? We must consider such questions carefully if we are to preserve Gehenna and its achievements. Hey, and I still can't do the historical thing, and I've done everything else. Let's exit. Yeah, there's 4 stars in this number 1 place alone. I have no idea where they are. Since they're trapped in that little square of theirs, they have to, I guess, pretty much pass the time. They made a little community and everything.